Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Chicago Conservative. If you are a new viewer, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. If you are returning, then thank you guys for coming back. I really appreciate it because now this chapter is almost at a close, guys. These crooks are getting exposed. I told everybody, man, 2024 is the year of exposing everything, especially these crooks, man, when it comes to when it just comes to all kinds of just leadership in America, man. Like, these crooks gotta go, and they're mainly Democrats, guys. I'm gonna just keep it a stack. But I did visit Dolton. I did try to ask Tiffany Henry a few of my questions, and of course, I was escorted out, guys. But you know, it's okay. It's all good. But I'm gonna just be honest, that's just basically a W for me because you're hiding something, you know what I'm saying? So Dolton is actually so close to claiming victory when it comes to getting these crooks the F up out of here, guys. And yes, I'm not a big fan of the Lori Lightfoot move. I'm gonna keep it a stack, but hey, you can't win them all, guys. But it's like, I'm just loving how Dolton is just finally waking up, at least when it comes to getting the crooks out. These people are supposed to be leading Dolton to a brighter future, to a brighter Dolton, a brighter Thornton Township, or whatever you want to call it. But reports just came in, guys, that village trustee by the name of Keith Freeman has been charged with fraud over the weekend, guys. Yes, sir, Bob. Now let's dive a little bit more deeper into this, okay? He's being charged with fraud due to him basically making a false statement in his bankruptcy petitions or something like that. And he knowingly underreported his income. He claimed that he only made $99,647, if I'm to be exact. But the guy actually made almost $200,000, bro. Like, it was like $195,000. So he basically underreported that like crazy. And also the village of Robbins is actually suing him, or actually got a case against him as well, because he took, I believe, $90,000 out of their account without their knowledge or consent, guys. So we're dealing with a real crook here. Like, we're dealing with one of the crookiest. This is the crook of the month. Like, if this was a video game, this dude will seriously be a boss fight. Like, no doubt. But it's like, birds of a feather flock together. You know, we all know Tiffany Henry's a crook. She's, you know what I'm saying? We don't need an introduction for her. But this guy, we're going to have to get an introduction with this guy. So let's just get introduced to Keith Freeman, guys. Another crook. And I believe that this guy's gonna snitch, but let's just take a look.
New developments on a suburban government that's mired in accusations of scandal. The mayor of Dolton is already under investigation, and there are allegations of misconduct surrounding an official trip to Las Vegas. Well, now a top administrator is facing fraud charges. Regina Waldrop explains.
Trustee Andrew Holmes?
No.
Several high-level officials in South Suburban Dolton facing a rush of lawsuits and investigations. Federal prosecutors accuse Keith Freeman of making false statements in his bankruptcy petition. Freeman currently serves as village administrator and as municipality manager of Thornton Township.
There has been several times that we have gone back and forth, and we have talked about being able to get past all of this.
The indictment alleges that Freeman made several false statements and omissions in the bankruptcy petition filed in January. It says he knowingly underreported income he derived from his employment, as well as fees he received from his private consulting business. Freeman has not been arraigned, and the village declined to comment. This latest legal issue comes days after a civil lawsuit was filed against Mayor Tiffany Henry and trustee Andrew Holmes, who is a well-known community activist. It was filed by the mayor's former assistant and a Dolton police officer. The lawsuit accuses Holmes of assault and battery and Henry of retaliation. The incidents allegedly occurred during and after an economic development trip to Las Vegas last May.
Having done the motion, we have a second.
Days ago, 4 Dolton trustees appointed Lori Lightfoot, Chicago's former mayor and a former federal prosecutor, as a special investigator to look into the Vegas trip and allegations of misappropriation and misspending by the mayor. But the village attorney in a letter writes, trustees completely lack the authority to appoint Lightfoot as additional legislative counsel. It goes on to say the mayor will not be approving any payments to Lightfoot because her appointment violates the law.
Tiffany Henyard at countless meetings. The feds allege Keith Freeman not only failed to report his income from the village, he actively lied about it. Freeman is Henyard's top aide in both Dolton and Thornton Township. As part of a personal bankruptcy case, he was required to report his earnings. But this indictment on one count of bankruptcy fraud says Freeman falsely stated he only worked for the township and made just over $99,000 last year. Prosecutors say he tried to hide his Dolton earnings via a pass-through company, which brought his income to $195,000 last year. They further allege the village of Robbins has a claim against Freeman for more than $90,000 he took without authorization from a previous post he held as village administrator there.
This is long coming. If a person can lie on their own financials, what do you think they're doing for the village?
Nobody is untouchable. That's what I want to say. Nobody is untouchable. So if this is just the first domino to all of them falling, let it happen.
Dude, Jim Bradley, how you feeling?
Freeman is a key player in our reporting on Tiffany Henyard because of how many roles he plays for her.
Now, I know all of you guys are thinking the same thing right now. I know what you're thinking. Will this happen to Miss Henyard? Trust me, guys, it will. I have inside sources at this point, guys, so they're gonna keep me updated. But it's looking like she's gonna get charged, okay, guys? So, I mean, she basically just threw this guy under the bus, if I'm being honest, because she was in the hot seat. You know, everybody knew about Miss Henyard expensive spending habits and all of this dumb stuff she was doing with, you know, tax dollars. So basically, man, this guy's just taking a fire for her right now, you know, and it's like, he's gonna sing like a bird, if I'm being honest. Like, you give him a #1 from McDonald's, oh, he's snitching. For sure. Did you see him? I mean, I ain't fat shaming, but I'm just saying, man. But this is what they do. Like, this is what the Democrats do. They hide. Like, 2024, I'm telling you guys, the year of exposing. Like, they always try to hide. They try to not answer questions. They just basically try to make it seem like the people is dumb. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Black people ain't the smartest, but it's like, come on, dude. That's what I'm saying. These Democrats are getting way too cocky, man. And then it's like, you act like the people aren't allowed to ask questions. Just like when somebody tried to ask this Keith Freeman dude, what are you doing with all the money? He basically just tried to act like he didn't say a word, or you just tried to go on with, you know, normal conversation. Like, I don't know what that was all about, but let's just take a look at that, because I think this will be very interesting for the video. Let's go ahead and play this video.
Received most of its early money from taxpayers and has failed to file required paperwork showing how it spends its money.
How come you don't respond to my emails?
There you go. There you go. Huh? There you go. That's all you're getting from me. That's all you're getting from me today.
How come the charity hasn't filed its financial disclosures about how money was spent?
How would I know that? That's a good question, though. How would I know that? That's a good question, though.
How would I know that? That's a good question.
Not the shoulder tap. Oh, nah, this dude is a villain. Man, look, that shoulder tap told me everything I need to know, man. I am so glad they indicted this guy. And it's like, you're declaring bankruptcy when you're making well over $195,000 a year. You're dumb. Can we just take a moment of silence to just say that this guy's an idiot? Who would declare bankruptcy? And then you're taking money out of the village of Robbins for what? Like, bro, these people are just greedy and they're cocky. I told you guys, the Democrats are getting too comfortable. They're getting too comfortable with that Democratic privilege, man. That's because of Joe Biden, man. You people always want, oh, you're just blaming Joe Biden for everything. No, I am not. He is the one that made these Democrats comfortable. Him, Obama, all of these idiots, bro. Like, you people don't want to hold these Democrats accountable for anything, and it's starting to show now. It's starting to show. Because if Tiffany Henyard doesn't get held accountable, and if this guy takes the fall for all of this, that's going to be a problem. That's going to start a whole riot, and we don't need that, guys. this case is already closed, in my opinion, because, I mean, he's working with Tiffany Henyard, but Lori Lightfoot's on the case, so this might take a minute, guys. I'm being honest. This might take a hot minute. I mean, I think she's already, I mean, she's guilty. I don't think I know she's guilty, but it's like, I don't know what we're waiting for. I mean, they aren't presenting anything. They aren't presenting any evidence to prove that they have, you know, valid reasons to spend this money the way they're spending it. And I mean, they're just basically playing in our face, guys. And, you know, these Democrats do this every single day. But I mean, November's coming around, guys. So I would consider African Americans to really look into politics and to really look at who you're voting for and to go out and vote. I hate saying this, but black people really aren't into politics how they should be. We used to be into politics well like over, I say, like 60 years, man. But who have we been voting for those 60, 70 plus years? I believe it was Democrats, bro. And we've not been seeing a change like at all. And you know what I'm saying? You guys can call me Uncle Tom for, you know, wanting to be a Republican, but I mean, Uncle Tom died not telling on 2 runaway slaves, man. And I'm going to keep saying that until that Uncle Tom analogy is dead. And he didn't snitch like this guy's about to snitch, because I guarantee you guys, this dude is telling. I can hear it in his voice, guys. He's going to tell. He's not a soldier, okay? But I mean, I tell people all the time, man, African Americans have to get into politics. We have to know what we're voting for. And yes, I do blame Dolton for what's happening to him, because you guys put these people in office. You guys put them in office, okay? You have to know who you're voting for. And it's like, you have to go off of image, okay? People tell you you're not supposed to judge anybody, but let's be honest. In some cases, you have to judge. If I see a guy walking down the street with a hoodie on and he has a knife in his hand, walking towards me like a damn, you know what I'm saying? Am I not allowed to judge and move out of the way? Does that make me racist? I'm just saying, man. So we're waiting on Tiffany Henyard at this point to just get charged, guys. So I'll keep you guys updated, but make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe button. And if you're returning, man, thank you guys for watching the video, and make sure you guys come back, and I am out. Peace.